schedule is it still saying?
And we are live.
I was gonna come in all cooler than that. I was gonna it's like I've dimmed the lights. I've dimmed the lights and all of that. I was gonna go, hi, thanks for joining us. But you've got him moving next. Let's go with your approach then. I've dimmed the lights. How you doing, Diesel? You all right?
Yeah, man, all good. All good.
All right. Anyone who is, if there is any listeners out there, we just thought we'd sort of give this a little sort of a test run. Because me and Diesel have been thinking about doing something like this. Lev and Diesel, as in the film reel, but as in the player words of real talk, and it's just general subjects, just certain things. What are you talking about today, Diesel? What should we go for today? Should we give it a go? I've dimmed the lights. I'm gonna be chilled. What do you think?
They dim, yeah. These times like this, I wish I had a dimmer.
You've only got one setting, bright.
That's it. Could have really kicked this off. You know what I mean? Listen, do you know what? We done that podcast earlier on, and it was really good. And it just got me thinking that in these times, well, me and you, Lev, in it, we've been talking for a while about this, and it was for the guys in the chat. Sometimes it's just nice to just chat about something else other than this pandemic, or even the football. I know there's a lack of football at the moment. You know what I mean? So we were just thinking about throwing ideas around and just thinking about talking, I don't know, life stories, growing up, where we're from, what it was like when we were younger, relationships, dating, all this rubbish, all the stuff that it's life stuff, isn't it? It's stuff that we can all relate to. We've all been through. Yeah, we can all relate to it. We've all been through it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know about you, Liv. I've been on some absolutely terrible dates. For example, if we're talking, Dave, we're going to talk about that. That's what I'm saying.
God, are we just freestyling this? Are we just go on then? I'm a little bit of gin, so you tell me what you want to tell me. Go on.
I've got my juice as well. What about that?
Gin and juice, yeah.
Gin and juice. God, that's another name for a podcast. Gin and juice. We could have done that.
We could be gin and juice. I could be gin. You could be juice.
Exactly, man. And look, my guy Jake's in the chat room. Jake, big up yourself.
Go on, man. This guy follows you everywhere. Where's my stalker? I don't have one. It's not fair.
Get yourself on. Don't worry, man. I'm sure Jake's got a mate. Yeah.
Come on. Can someone loan me one? Just loan me a stalker or something. I'm only joking.
Jake, if you got a mate who can.
Oh, this sounds really wrong. Just stop right there. Let's talk about come on, you wanted to share something with me. I wasn't going to ask the question, but share it with me.
Yeah, it's half 10, man. The watershed is done. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want.
Okay, but we know where to draw the line, so let's keep it there. But go on then. You wanted to tell me a story. You're welcome to. It was a little Brucey bonus for me. I weren't expecting, mate. So hit me with it.
Oh, God, you know what? Times like this, I'm thinking, I know, me and my big mouth, innit? But no, do you know what? Actually, no, I will say this one. Right?
He's backtracking.
No, there's always one. There's always one. Yeah.
Go on.
So, right. So basically, it's funny because I actually was on there's an app called House Party. Don't know if anyone's heard of it. No. This app has been downloaded something chronic since obviously this lockdown, yeah. And House Party is like you can all see each other on screen and have a chat. So a lot of people are doing like a virtual pub night where obviously, like as you are now, Liv, you're having a drink. So I've got a drink, and I think. So
how does this thing work?
Yeah,
so you actually in a virtual party?
Yeah, it's like a hangout sort of thing where you can all see each other. So. It's like you and your mates are at the pub, but you're all at home. You've all got a drink each, and you're chatting and conversing like how we are now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what this app's called, right? So obviously I'm on that, and I was on that with a few of the boys yesterday, right? And you know when guys get together, let's be real, we do, don't we?
Of course we do.
Right? We do. We talk about birds. We
always embellish your story as well. We just got to make yourself sound even better.
Yeah. Like your missus is winding you up, obviously, like the kids are doing your head in.
The classics.
Exactly. And then, so we was talking like that, and we got on the subject of, Diesel, do you remember years ago when you had that date thing, right? So basically, what it was back in the day, not anymore. Got to make that clear, not anymore.
Yeah, whatever.
I used to,
Health and safety.
I
Yeah,
used to be on Tinder. Yeah, I was
yeah.
on Tinder. Right? So you know, like them.
I'm
those
never
dating-
going those things. Yeah.
Wouldn't
go
you, mate?
on. Nah, do you know what? I just don't understand it. If you're gonna go and speak to someone, I'd rather speak to a human being. You never know what you're getting on softwares and like social medias and stuff. They're always better than they are. It's all
Yeah,
like.
but that's so you say that, but then I think in this day and age now, obviously, because work gets in the way, and you might have kids now. You're single, obviously, but you got kids. It's hard to go out. See, obviously, I'm 38, right? So, but obviously, years ago, it's just what I'm saying. A lot of your friends are married up now, got kids, got mortgages, got families.
Yeah.
So, back in the day, I used to be out every single weekend. Do you know what I'm saying? So, coming and going and all that sort of thing. Yeah. Obviously, when all your mates,
was that how you lived your life by? Yeah, that rule.
Yeah,
coming and going.
Yeah. I was a fly by night, bruv. You see, that. What's that? That song, "Wherever I Lay My Hat Is My Home." That was me, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, so obviously I was on Tinder. I was on Plenty of Fish. Right. What was the other one?
This is not gonna go well.
No, Bumble. Those three. Right, I'll tell you something.
You was going on 3 social medias at the same time.
Yeah.
Man was busy.
Oh yeah. But also, it's like to chat as
More
well.
than Plenty of Fish. More than plenty. An ocean is what you was looking for, basically.
Yeah, Plenty of Fish weren't all that. Like for me,
No,
the
you
best
wanted
one,
more
the
than
best
that.
one for me was Bumble.
Bumble, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Bumble's the one, mate.
Is that a free plug? Are you getting sponsorship from Bumble for this? Bumble, best out of the 3.
I wish.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you why Bumble's the best one, right? Because the girl has to make the first move. She has to email. She has to message you. Yeah.
Oh.
So like when you swipe right if you like, swipe left if you don't like.
So it's like a verification of an interest, basically.
Exactly. So what you're basically saying is, I'm swiping right because she's fit, or I'm swiping left because she's butters, right? So basically that's what it is, right? No, let's be real.
Can you say that? Is this past the watershed?
We can say that. It's past the watershed.
Butterly. Yeah. Go on.
Guys in the chat, you tell me. Can I say that? I don't know.
Let's talk about this, boys.
So exactly right. So there was this one in particular, right? So I swiped right. She was nice. Right? She was tidy, right? And obviously, and the thing is, if obviously she can see that I've swiped right for her, right? So she's basically saying that, yeah, I think she's all right. Now, if they swipe back as well, it means, she likes me, I like her, yeah. Then, so basically, right. So now she then goes into your inbox, but I can't talk to her. She has to message me. Yeah, she has to make the first move. That's why I like it, yeah, because if the girl messages you, you know she's interested. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Right? So anyway, cut a long story short. So she's messaged me. I'm making it long. Yeah, we're talking, right? Then we arrange a date, yeah. Right.
So where was you go? Where did you arrange to go? So wait, no, wind up. So how? So she messages you, you turn around and say, hold on a minute, yeah. This is what we're about. How does it become from that conversation? How do you lead on to, all right, let's meet up, let's go out, and where you go?
No, I was talking for about a week. Yeah, so it's
obviously for a week. Yeah, I want detail.
Yeah. So messages back and forth. Yeah, messages back and forth, and then obviously, so it's like a, it's like
about Badu, you know.
Yeah.
Badu. About Badu.
Badu, that's back in the day.
Badu is just, that's when you're scraping. Badu. Yeah, go on, carry on, Diesel. Sorry.
Local team, right? So local team. Radius 5 mile.
Oh,
yeah.
They're always only like round the corner from you.
Mate,
have you ever seen someone, very quickly before you go back to your story? Have you ever had the experience where you have looked at these apps, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, when these apps were coming out, my mates were talking about, and you go on there and you look at it, don't you? You do as a guy, you're curious, yeah. You know, I wonder how this works. Is it real? Like, is there some nympho or some crazy woman around the corner from me or whatever? Like, and you go on it, and I remember I tried Badu. I looked at it, and you flicked through the pictures, and then one particular picture that kept on coming up looked pretty familiar. Then I go to the local Tesco's, and this woman who's got some very risque picture on Badu is in Tesco's.
Are you seeing him in there?
I was just like, oh yeah, I've seen you, and then I've seen some more of you. You know, like that. It's weird.
You're
Like,
talking to her.
no, do you know what? No, I didn't. Like, because then
Ray,
it would have been.
come on.
It would be confirming that I was on there, and my pride, my ego was just too much. So I kept my mouth shut. Do you know
I've
what I
got
mean?
nothing in it. That's what I'll tell you. I've just said something.
You go Rago.
Yeah, why not?
Go on, carry on with this story. So you arranged to meet.
Yes, that's basically like the chain of events, right? So you message back and forth on there. Then it gets to a stage where you're both quite comfortable with each other. So then obviously you suggest like swapping numbers, yeah. So basically, right, from a man's point of view, our first challenge is, right, I need to get this girl off of this site. As in, when I talk to her, I need to, need to talk to her over the phone, like a WhatsApp, rather than messaging back and forth on there. Do you know what I'm saying?
So when you speak, you just carry on texting on WhatsApp. So you take it from that, and you take it into your personal phone, because it's for you with the psychological advantage. You're on home turf now. You're in WhatsApp.
Exactly.
It's on your phone. This is potentially real now. That's what you're basically saying, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're
on home turf now. First leg at home.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Yeah. Exactly, because you message her on the app and then you're thinking, has she read it yet? Like, what's going on? It's 9:30. She can't be in bed, surely. She must have read it. Yeah. And then when all night goes, right, you don't get a reply and it's only 9:30. You're thinking, she's taking the piss. Right. So obviously on a WhatsApp, right? On a WhatsApp, you know if she's read it. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. So when you see them two blue tick and all them type of thing.
Do you hate it when you see two greys? They haven't turned blue yet. Two greys ain't turned blue yet. That means not important.
Exactly, mate.
So
but I was seeing loads of blue ticks, right? So I know she's reading them. Anyway, eventually, right, we agreed to meet. I think it was Dulwich. It was some pub down there, Dulwich Village, right?
Yeah.
And this is the weird one, right? So I said about going for a drink, and she preferred like wanted me to go for a meal. So to me, I was like, yeah, cool, yeah, I'm fine with that, right? Yes, low key, big up yourself, man. Now here's the weird thing, right? So on the messages, you can tell, like, this girl's chatty. Do you know what I mean? Really chatty, right? You know, like you get some people with the one-word answers.
Yeah.
My sister was always a great source of potential. Yes, low key, go on.
I like this. The guys are sneaking in on this convo now. They're slowly coming in.
Insane.
Right, if you guys, whatever you want to talk about, just drop a little message in there. We'll if we can drop it in the convo.
We're open, man. Yes.
We're just freestyling this one because we were just test running it, isn't it, Diesel? Really? See thing. Yeah. So anyway, we still. Do you know what I like? We keep stopping strategically. We haven't got to your main point of your story yet.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's keep going. Talk to me. Tell me the rest of the story.
Yeah. So basically, right. So she was really chatty and that. Yeah, really chatty and bubbly. Right. It's the weird thing is we're basically WhatsApping each other, right? And it's constant. It's back and forth all the time. Yeah. Even like throughout the day and the night. Now, when we arranged to meet, I think it was a Friday night. Yeah. Funny, the weird thing is we didn't speak once over the phone. It was literally all WhatsApp. Right, so we didn't actually speak verbally. Yeah.
So you haven't got a sound image of her.
No, none of that.
All text,
that, right?
All text.
None of
she's got pants.
Yeah. You can tell by the way things were saying.
Right? With the pants and all that.
Yeah. So then we meet up, right? Now here's the weird thing, right? So we meet up, right? This restaurant thing, right? So we go there. Lev, I'll tell you, right? This girl did not say a word, right? So we met up. Yeah, I'm basically, because I'm quite a chatty bloke anyway, I'm asking the questions, showing a bit of interest.
Wait, she's been giving it all large on text.
Yeah.
And then she gets to meet you in person and she's on lockdown.
Nothing. Yeah, one-word answers at best.
Right? Where was you meeting?
Dulwich.
Where did you go? Was it a cafe? Was it a restaurant?
No, it was a restaurant.
Give me some detail, man. What kind of guy are you, Diesel? What kind of restaurant did you go for?
Oh God!
Come on.
Years.
Did you go for the box stand Italiano?
It might, I don't know. It might, one of them Prezzo places, I think it was.
Prez.
I think it was something like
Yeezys.
that.
That's when you bring it up a notch, isn't it? ZZ or Pretzos.
Have you ever
And
seen a
both of
program?
them are available on Voucher Cloud.
You ever seen a program called Phone Shop?
Yeah, ZZ. Oh my god, I love that with Newman.
Yeah,
Man, that's one of my favorite shows, bro. I love that.
Newman and what was the his name?
Ow.
Dwayne. Was it Dwayne?
Dwayne. Oh, have you seen the episode when they make Newman into a rapper? Have you seen that one?
Yes, yeah, and he did a video.
Oh my god, yeah, because he tells his old school mate that he's still a producer and all that, isn't it?
That was brilliant. That was one where he turned up in his car, innit, and he made him dance. He made him do the
dance, innit? Anyone at home who has, if you're stuck in isolation, Phone Shop, go on Phone Shop, watch season 1 onwards. It will just make you laugh. It will lift your spirits. Do the dance. When he asked them to do the dance, and they both did. He made the other guy. Do you know the other guy? Do you know what I mean?
Ashley, isn't it?
What was the song? Oh my god, what was it? One was MC Hammer. One was MC Hammer. Can't touch this.
That was it.
But then the other dude, his mate, his sidekick, Ashley. The long white guy, Ashley. He sings "Get Ready Tonight." Gotta make this tonight. You remember? I love that. That episode is epic. Anyway, so going back to your story. So
hang on, right. So very quickly, right. My two favourite episodes, right, was that one. But my main favourite was the one where Ashley takes that. I think she's in the army, isn't it? The army go on a date. Do you remember that one? No. She went army. I think was she
Shalimar? Yes, Bertrand. You know Shalimar. Gonna make this night to remember. That's the one Bertrand knows. Yeah, sorry, Diesel.
Yeah, the air stewardess. He takes her on a date, and she turns out to be an absolute dirty cow animal. When they get back, she's farting. Do you remember that?
Is that the one that throws the poo at the window?
No, it wasn't that one.
Because they've got that. He dates one girl who throws poo at him.
Yeah, that's it.
Have you seen that? Right, Owl.
Yeah.
That episode.
Yeah, with the tattoo.
Anyway, we're just chatting shit, everyone.
Yeah. So we're just
no, it's not Evelyn King. It's Shalimar. Taib, get it right. Anyway, so go on, Diesel. So this girl turned up at this restaurant, maybe a ZZ's, a Prosecco, someone like that.
Yeah. My memory's terrible, mate. It was one of them, yeah. Anyway, so we was basically in there for an hour. Listen, I don't normally rush food. I normally enjoy it, but I was just rushing this food, right? Cut a long story short, yeah. So like we leave. Obviously, I paid the bill because I think the man should always pay on the first one.
Old school.
Yeah. So we left. I made my excuses. Give her a kiss on the cheek. Literally a quick thing.
So she was done for you.
Yeah. So I'll text you. Make sure you text me like I know you got home safe. Blah blah blah. Anyway, so I've come home now. In my head, I'm thinking that is a flop, right? Yeah. She starts texting me saying she had a really good time. Right? When can we do it again? I was like, what? Was you at the date? That's mad, left.
Diesel, one thing. This guy can't be real either, though. Claude, any good sites for over 50?
That is him and all. That is Claude, isn't it?
That is not Claude. That is not Claude. That's someone who's ripped that Claude and the Bandsters. That is not Claude. No way.
I'm going to find that if it is.
No, you can't. Anyway, so go on. So she thinks she's had a super date with you.
Yeah. I would say super. Well, there's just it was. I couldn't work it out. So literally, the minute I got in, right. So she basically texted me saying, "Yeah, just so you know, I got in safe. Blah blah. I had a really good time tonight. Really enjoyed getting to know you. Just wondering when you're free next. she even said, obviously next time, like, my treat. And she obviously tried to get a day out of me. I wanted to do it again.
She tried to snag you in with the my treat.
I know, but that's what I'm. Yeah, but
my treat. In other words, I'll pay for this one. You can have a free meal on me. That's what she's saying, basically.
That's the only thing that made me think. Do you know what? I might have to.
I'm paying like one of them ones.
Yeah.
And you
find that weird.
You did go though, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
What?
No, I didn't.
And that was it.
That is the real Claude, by the way. Claude, we're going to hook you up, right?
Claude, get away from that wine bottle right now. 50. What we gonna like? What we're going to direct them over to over 50s shows? How do we do that?
So what was it? Hang on. What was the question? Sites. Any good sites for over 50? I would say.
Why are you asking us? It can't be him. Why would
you know what? What's that one? What's it called?
It is me.
It's meant to be.
There he is.
There he is.
He's doing that embarrassing uncle
It is
trick.
me.
In the back.
Who do you think is controlling these things?
Why would you ask us about over 50s, Claude? Why?
You don't answer my question. What about over 50s?
When you're 45, Claude, why would you ask us about over 50?
Why would I know about that?
Hey? I wanted to know any size. You don't answer the question.
I love the way he's just snuck in the show now. Look at this. This is brilliant.
No, I'll leave you to it, boys.
No, I love it, Claude. That just made me laugh.
I'm sorry to interrupt your show, but
no, that is brilliant. It is me. There's verification. We forget man's behind us, isn't he, really?
Have you seen Loki's comment?
I'll let you boys get on with it, yeah? Take care.
Granny's top side. Oh, wait, Claude, there you go.
Stay, man. Stay, you're welcome.
Hey?
Where's he gone?
Cheers, Loki, thanks for that. I don't even want to repeat that. That is just Claude. You can see it there. Loki, he's giving you the tip. You take it. I'm not repeating it.
What's the tip? I didn't see it. What was it?
Loki 73. He's told you. It's there. That's all we're saying on this subject.
What, that one?
Get him off the controls.
Listen,
idea to have him controlling.
Look, even Rudy goes with a granny, so that's what.
Oh God!
Look,
this is why we had to do a podcast like this after 10:30.
You got him in the background causing mayhem. We're trying to all keep it all like well-tempered, well-mannered. We're behaving ourselves up to a point. Claude, that is so funny.
No, because
I love Loki's response. I would. Why would you even know that? Loki,
well,
please.
Listen, mate, I can't be fussy now, mate. I'll take anything.
Is Loki? Is that a real site?
As long as it moves, don't matter for me.
No. Let's not talk about. It's like la.
No, anyway. He's not even joking. That is actually a real site.
I can't even believe you're looking at it.
I'm not. I just googled it.
I'm asking the question why Loki would even know.
Is that all right? Is that a real site then?
I don't really want to know about this site anymore. It's just it's getting a little bit stale.
Well, I've got to go. Let's go pick it out. See you later.
Thanks for coming in.
Conveniently, Claude's off.
Oh, Jesus! The show was going so smoothly, and then it had to go down that path. Madness. Anyway.
You know when they say, "Oh yeah, I've got to go now, lads. I'll see you soon." It's like, go away. Run a bloody lockdown.
It's like he's just thrown the grenade in the room and just left.
I know. We've got to pick up the bloody pieces, haven't
There
we?
you go. I got a low key. You need to have a word to yourself. Why are you on that site? Seriously. Anyway, go on, so what I thought, Diesel, today is I thought, obviously, we've been talking a lot, but we don't really know each other that well. We do, but we don't. In a sense of like we have this same similar humor that we get things in the background that people don't get, for example. And we've always wanted to do a show like this where we could just talk about whatever we want, right?
Exactly.
I'm thinking, let's find out a little bit about each other, but obviously within reason. We don't want to reveal too much, but just in a general sense, like obviously my cultural background, your cultural background.
Yeah.
Grew up in the UK. You were born here, I'm assuming.
Yeah. As you can probably tell by the accent.
What was life like for you? What's your cultural background? And I'll tell you a little bit about mine if you've got any questions. Let's throw a few. Let's get a bit more sensible and find out a bit more about each other and find out about our differences in the way we grew up and our cultures, that kind of thing.
Okay, so I've always so I'm obviously half Jamaican, half Cockney's. All right, so
sounds like a dog.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, as you can probably tell by the accent.
So you're Jamaican. You're half Jamaican,
half obviously English.
English. Yeah, British.
Yeah, I'll just say Cockney's because everyone's Cockney, isn't it? As you can probably tell.
Yeah.
So listen, born and bred in Islington, obviously, hence why I support the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Then moved to Mile End for several years. Now, East London. So I've been in East London for
did you go to school in East London?
No, do you know what? When I was when I moved to East London, when I moved to Mile End, I was still going to school in Islington.
You was in Islington. What school did you go to?
Thornhill.
Okay, cool.
Barnsby Road.
Okay. So Islington boy.
Yeah, Islington, mate. Islington, yeah.
Okay, so I grew up around Tufnell Park Road on Holloway Road. So I wasn't far from
you're not a million miles away.
Out from Andover Estate and all of that, which is quite a notorious estate. So similar sort of areas. So you went to school there. What was it like for you going to school there? I mean, obviously, I'll ask the question. You're half Jamaican, half English. What was it like being at school?
To be fair, mate, it was all right.
Was it pretty straightforward?
I can't really say I ever encountered any problems.
No? Pretty general for you?
Yeah, it was pretty much all right. Yeah, but to be fair, mate, I was always a bit of a big kid, Lev. So I mean,
what do you mean by that? Like,
it was always a bit of a big kid. Yeah.
Did you get any grief for that at school?
No. Listen, you get the
kids can be cruel. Let's be honest.
Name calling and stuff like that. But to be fair, mate, I was pretty lucky because I was a bit of a big kid, but I was always I was always good at football. Yeah, and the schools I went to, if you was good at football, you were considered part of the popular crew, if you like, because all the cool boys played football, didn't they? You know what I mean? So. You frozen, or is it me? Is he frozen? Guys in the chat, have we frozen? Or is it just me? Is it just me?
What's happened?
I don't know.
What's happened? What? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. I think Lev's.
I'll just get him back 1 minute. There he is.
What happened there, boys?
Internet.
Did we all go there?
No, it's just you, mate. It's not even
just me.
Loki. Loki used to go to Islington Green down the road, mate. Marquis Estate. Another Islington boy. Go on.
So does anyone know Market Road then? She used to go play football on Market Road.
I used to go to the park opposite Barnsbury Estate.
What was that? What park was it?
Barnsbury Park. Because I used to go to a drama. I used to go to the Anasher. Do you remember the drama school on Barnesbury Road?
Yeah.
I used to
You
go
used to go
there.
there.
I used to love it
You
there.
was a bit of a drama king, yeah?
Yeah. So yeah, done that. And obviously the park across the road.
Hey.
Mate, I love Islington, man. Even if honestly, even when I drive past it, like and through it, sometimes, you know what I mean? It just brings it all back, like memories. I just love. I've always loved the area around there. Absolutely.
Yeah, do you know what? Do you know what? My heart is
market as well.
My heart's there. It is in Islington. I'm not gonna lie. My heart is there. It's like all my best memories were there. I used to play football around there. You mentioned Chapel Market. Then you had Holloway had a market as well, and then you had the Holloway Odeon as well, which was cool to go to on date night. Do you know what I mean? And then did you have the what was that? Do you know you had Seven Sisters Road, right? You had the little market on Seven Sisters Road. You had the old school. Do you remember Blockbusters that was on that Seven Sisters Road?
Yeah, I remember that. Yes.
Was that before your time? Do you remember it?
No, I remember it.
There was a clothes shop next to it. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like just full of these lads looking like they're from an R&B video, just up in these suits, like young like Caribbean or whatever gentlemen in these suits, looking slick, looking to sell, playing the best of R&B in there. I don't know if you remember the shop there, but I do. Islington, I love. I do love Islington.
Love it, man. Love it. And do you know what, right? Even like Chapel Market, I used to go there all the time. I used to work on Chapel Market, right? I used to help out and on stalls and stuff like that. And honestly, the amount of like celebrities who live around there, even in the Marks and Spencers there, right? Always used to see so many of these EastEnders cast like coming in, or obviously just walking through the market. Some of the footballers as well. Do you know what I mean? It's a famous market, very famous market.
I'm just letting you know that Shaheen is in the house because it's my way of letting you know that he's put a little sneaky donation in. Do you want to deal with that?
Bless him.
Oh, Shaheen,
great show, guys. I used to live on Tollington Park Road. Blimey.
Oh my God, Shaheen, yes. Tollington Park Road. That's proper. You know what? Fonthill Road on a Saturday. Everyone used to go like clothes shopping at Fonthill Road. I love Islington. Islington's in my heart, but obviously you have to do what you have to do. But so you grew up around there.
Yeah, what Loki said as well. That Prime Mash is that was. Do you know what, Loki? I don't think he's there anymore. I'm sure they've closed that down. But yeah, Prime Mash. Do you know, as a Cockney, mate, as an EastEnder, that is one thing I could eat every day without fail.
So hold on, right? Obviously, because like for me, mine's more straightforward because I'm Cyprus, yeah. My family's from Cyprus, right? So my family come over from Cyprus, and then I was born here. Yeah, so I don't know anything outside of here, obviously, but I've been to Cyprus, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it was quite straightforward. I'm Cypriot. That was my background. Cypriot, British Cypriot is what we classed ourselves as. You obviously, it's a little bit different because you're Jamaican and English. So in the household, how did that work? Because like obviously, for mine, it was a typical Cypriot household. Yours is a mixture of two. How does that work?
Yeah, you're breaking up, mate.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Whereabouts did you hear me up to?
The household.
Yeah. So how's the difference? You've got part Jamaican influence, part British influence. How did that work? Like, how do you combine the two? Did you eat a lot of Jamaican food?
Yeah, I still do now, mate.
What's your favourite dish?
Curry goat.
Curry goat, yeah.
Yeah, curry goat rice. I love all that. Listen, I've got friends who have never ever had Caribbean food, right? And what a lot of them say is it doesn't look very appetizing, right? That's what a lot of them say. And when you beg them, just try it. Forget how it looks. I guarantee you now, just try it once, you'll love it. Every single one of them, Liv. They try it once, right? Eventually, like they give in. Go on.
So once you go black, you never turn back.
Once they have it, mate. Once they have it, they love it. Honestly.
Do you know
It's,
what? I have to say I'm like that because
mm.
I got into it quite late, but I had
Well, even Claude loves it.
yes, Claude. I used to go Notting Hill Carnival quite a bit, and that's when I got because a lot of my mates were Iranian, but they lived up in sort of like Notting Hill Gate or those sort of areas with them the night before Notting Hill Carnival, and so I got introduced to all the carnival foods, and that's when I was having my rice and peas and jerk chicken. Then obviously you have the rotis. Oh my god, I had the lamb and the goat roti, and then I got onto the plantains, and then you got onto the dumplings, not the steamed ones. No one gets the steamed dumplings. Then I don't know who eats those.
Fried,
the fried dumplings goes with anything. You can dip it in anything, right?
Yeah.
So it is good food.
Fish.
Yeah, it's good food. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. For me, my life was more so very heavily Cypriot influence, and with a smidgen of chucking a little bit of English. That for us to have something chucked in as English was quite different. So, like, we generally everything we ate was either a dish from Cyprus, or it was a barbecue on a Sunday. Yes, barbecues, no matter what. Every Sunday you had a barbecue. But what came about was the game changer for us was Fridays. Suddenly, my family caught onto this Friday thing during the 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Friday was takeaway night. Everyone did a takeaway on a Friday. It was religious back then. Everyone did it. So, but every Friday you changed it. Chinese one Friday. Then you had fish and chips another Friday. So suddenly we were English for a bit. We had a bit of Chinese. Oh, suddenly we know what it's like what the Chinese eat for a bit, even though it's quite. Do you know what I mean? So Fridays for us was like, I don't know, taste another nation's food day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a bit of a dying breed now, isn't it? It's a bit of that's because I'm the same as you. Used to look forward to a Friday because that was the one night of the week where you just got a takeaway of your choice, sort of thing. Right, and it was
the same in your household every Friday.
Yeah. It was a family thing.
Change it up, or was it the same?
No, change it up. But it was like a choice of maybe 3 or 4 things. You know what I mean? And whoever fancied what, obviously, you go with the majority of obvious opinion. Luckily for me, I eat anything, so any takeaway, I'm happy with. You know what I'm saying. But it was
just takeaway. That's all that matters to you.
Yeah,
as long as it's a take. No Uber Eats back then either.
No, as long as it's food, mate. I'm good with that. But it's changed now, isn't it? We don't so much do that anymore.
Mate,
takeaway now is very sporadic.
And then you used to have certain TV rituals as well back then, which were again a lot more sort of heavily followed as a practice, almost like a church back then. Everyone did things collectively. It's not the same anymore. I think maybe social media's got something to do with it. But like Saturday TV was big in my house. I don't know if it was in yours, but in the 80s and 90s, I'm a little bit older than you, right? But we had shows like 3-2-1, which was like Dusty Bin, and you had Bullseye, which wasn't I don't think that was a Saturday, but you had like Play Your Cards Right and all those sort of shows. It was very much about entertainment, sort of, the British entertainment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And so Saturdays was a big deal. So you used to sit there watching TV. Look what you could have won. Fucking, I don't know. Instead of someone offers you a speedboat, you could have won a speedboat. And you live in London, East, wherever it is. But yeah, TV was a big deal back then growing up. I mean, was it the same for you in your family, in your household?
Yeah. Always. It was. But it was more.
What were your shows?
EastEnders, and it was obviously always watch EastEnders in our house. Fools and Horses was another one.
What about your school holiday shows? What were your school holiday shows? Do you know the ones that you just couldn't wait to watch on your school holidays?
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I used to. Well, I'll tell you something, right? My favourite when I was a kid. I did not miss it. I remember I went on holiday once, right, and I begged my nan to tape it. right? That's how
Tape
much.
it.
No,
That's how old
seriously.
it was to tape it.
Yeah, that's how old it was. Was it VHS, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Verse.
that was Knight Rider.
Oh my God.
I couldn't miss Knight Rider. Couldn't
I
miss
used to
it.
lose my mind to Knight Rider. Do you know what it was? It was the song. It was the track.
Yeah.
When you heard that bit, you just lost your shit. It was so like it said,
Yeah.
"This is it. It's just dramatic. Shit's about to get real."
Mm.
And then this is what my only problem with Knight Rider and Kit. Why did they pick like some middle class butler to be Kit? Michael,
Yeah, no.
you'll never make it, Michael. Like, come on. You can give me a bit more than that. Do you know what I mean? Imagine one of your boys going Diesel. You'll never make it.
It just don't work.
You need a bit more than that, don't you?
Exactly.
You'd have some East End Cockney dude on there.
No, I'd have a bird doing one, mate. Listen, if it was
a bird on there, Diesel, you'll never make it, Diesel.
If it was a bird saying that, mate, right? Whatever she says, yeah. If she says do left, I'm doing the left. Do it right, I will do it right. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest. But no, honestly, I used to love that show. The A-Team was another one.
Oh my God, is that theme? That's a theme tune as well, though. Think about what you do when you heard that theme tune.
I love this guy, Curtis. Much respect to you. I hope you're well. Who remembers Dream Team on Sky One? Yes, I remember that. God, that's going back, isn't it?
That is going back a little while. I remember when that was on.
Everyone subscribe to Curtis Shaw TV. I love his. I tell you honestly, Lev, this guy talks a lot of sense.
I've heard you guys mention Curtis a few times. I'll have to find some time to check out his stuff.
Oh, top bloke, man, top bloke.
But yeah,
Dream Team. Footballers' Wives was another one. I used to love that as well. Footballers' Wives. I didn't really. Yeah, I did.
Look at his Claude's out again.
Harchester. I don't know. Oh, hang on. That was that the name of the team? That was the fictional team.
Yeah, no, that was from Dream Team, Harchester United. I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, God, it's been so long now, my memory. But yeah, Knight Rider was one. The A-Team. I used to love the A-Team.
What about Airwolf?
No, I was never into that.
Airwolf before you wasn't into Airwolf. Who was into? Come on, you got to have been into Airwolf. There must be people in here into Airwolf. It was weird though. He could fly a huge helicopter off radar into mountains somewhere, and no one could find it. He could just bring it out anytime he wanted. Doesn't matter what airspace he was penetrating. Anytime he wanted. He's Cole Fletcher.
Yeah. Cole Fletcher. I don't know.
I think Carl Fletcher's from. They're probably saying from Dream Team.
Oh, it might be. I can't remember it.
Sean knows about Airwolf. Jean-Michael Vincent was the man's name. He was slick. He had a little flick. That hairstyle, you know, that like 1980s, 1990s flick hairstyle. The white dude tag. Yeah. He used to wear the little. Sometimes on Miami Vice, the linen jacket where you roll it up a little bit, because that means you're cool. And you wear trousers that are cool, just at the top of your ankles with some espadrilles, no socks. That's when you know you're Miami Vice, Diesel. Did you know that?
Slick.
I went to a school disco dressed like that. What an idiot!
I bet you done well though, isn't it?
I went dressed as someone from flipping Miami Vice. Yeah, Airwolf is a classic. Sean, you know Airwolf's a classic. Does anyone
London's Burning. Did you ever watch that?
London's Burning. I didn't really check for London's Burning.
No, I didn't.
You know what I used to watch? Open All Hours. I used to love Open All Hours. Don't know if you watched that. Was
David Jason, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was David Jason in that? Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, and
when he was a shopkeeper.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen that a few times. Do you know what, right? I when I look back, Falls and Horses was always been my number one. But I used to what's it called? I used to like Some Mothers Do Have 'Em. I used to like that. Frank Spencer.
Do you know what? I did used to like it. Yeah.
I did, man. I'm not gonna lie.
He was a
Yeah.
liability, weren't he? You knew that every episode he was going to screw something up severely.
I just kept thinking, how is this woman still with you, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
And comedians wise, I used to love Freddie Starr. Don't know if you ever used to watch Freddie Starr. He used
no,
to
not really.
crack me up. No?
No,
Who's a comedian growing up for you then?
Lev, there's not many who can make me laugh, man. In
Really?
terms of there's not many who I find funny. For me, Mike Reed is up there.
You sound like Mike Reed though.
Would you like for some sort of ice cream?
So I can see why you like Mike Reed. He's like a bread spirit, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's just the way he talks. He's from the manner as well. Do you know what I mean? Ken Dodd had the face.
I don't understand his Ken Dodd humour. Man had some fluffy duster and some buck teeth, and he was meant to be funny. I didn't understand that.
But everyone raves about Billy Connolly. I've never rated him. I don't find him funny.
All right, Jasper Carrot. What about him?
No.
I'll tell you who used to make me laugh, right? I'll be honest with you. Freddie Starr. Then further down the line, Lee Evans has always made me laugh.
No, Lee Evans is up there, yeah.
It's just, I don't know why. It's just something about Lee Evans that makes me. Peter Kay makes me laugh. Not gonna lie. He has funny banters from back in the day banters. Who else? And then Eddie Murphy when he did Delirious and Raw. That was some funny shit.
Yeah. No, he's listen. Yeah, Eddie Murphy's up there for me, man.
Come on. Your wife's a good
mind you.
Come on.
Mind you, if you like Eddie Murphy, you've got to put some respect on Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah, but he was the original. That's why.
Richard
Pryor, yeah. Richard Pryor was the original, but like Eddie Murphy, that 80s Delirious and Raw, when he was at his peak, I did find funny.
Yeah, but I like Jimmy Jones as well. Roy Chubby Brand was. The thing is, with Roy Chubby Brand,
they can't say anymore, can they? Because it's too PC for them.
Well, you say that. Right. Look at Frankie Boyle. He goes way past the line.
But he does it in a way that he gets away with. Those guys were more brutal with their wording, I think.
Roy Chubby Brand was just they were just more blue. They were more blue, weren't they? But Roy Chubby Brand is one of them for me, where there's not many comedians who make me crease. Roy Chubby Brand could do that. Lee Evans could do that. Mike Reed was. I just loved this. It was naturally. It was the way he tells it as well. And ones of today, I love Mickey Flanagan. I can't lie.
Yeah, Mickey Flanagan's all right.
Flanagan's up there, man. I think Mickey's brilliant.
He is funny.
I've never rated McIntyre. I just don't find him funny.
You know what? McIntyre's is suitable for mainstream TV on a Saturday, light-hearted stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's good at what he does, but I don't know. I see what you're saying. It's very sort of safe type of humor, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But he does nail some things, though. He does nail some. But for me, Lee Evans, if you're going to talk about recent times, I'll say Lee Evans. Because he says a lot of stuff that's relevant. You go through that shit on a day-to-day basis. And the way he explains it and his facial expressions.
Mate,
I don't know.
You've got to respect Lee Evans, because I tell you, the high energy, energetic. That man sweats. But you can see why. He's energy. He's like a ball of energy. He just does not stop. And I think that's brilliant. And how many times does Lee Evans say something and you're like, do you know what? That is so true. I've done that. Or I've been there.
All the time.
When he does about the phone. Yeah, bye. Why do we? Yeah, bye. we do that. We do that.
Do you know what, though? I think it's some of it is even culturally sort of. It could be classed from a cultural perspective, because my family, Cypriots, they've got this terrible habit of long goodbyes. So, like, they'll get up and they'll make everybody else get up out of respect that they're leaving, right? So a guest will come to your house, had a tea, had a cake, whatever. You've talked about stuff. The guys tend to switch off in the background if they're there. Let's be honest, right? The women carry on talking. Let's be honest, right? Then they'll say, right, oh, it's time to go. So everyone's back in the room together, and everyone's thinking this person's leaving, right? Not in the Cypriot household, mate. So you get up, you're leaving. So everyone's now standing up. The two women are carrying on talking. Everyone's standing around the two women, waiting. Do I sit down? Do I stand up? Do I sit down? Do I stand? If you sit down, you might fuck yourself up. Yeah. It could go on for about a good 10, 15 minutes. But they carry this on. But what they do is they drag it out on purpose and they take you slowly towards the door. So then now the whole room is edging towards the door. But the conversation isn't finished. They haven't left yet. So you're stuck in this zone for about 15, 20 minutes. By then I'm going, yeah, oh, did you hear about this? By then and you're stuck there for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And it's just standard Cypriot behavior. It goes on all the time. So I don't know if that's the same in your house, but in my house, that's how it is.
No, mate, as soon as we say bye, we're gone.
No. Well, you could say that about comparison with men and women. 100%. Guy call, right? If I call you, Diesel, I've got something to tell you. I call you, Diesel. Yeah, what are you doing? All right, okay, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, whatever. Yeah, bang, done. Conversation's over. That's a guy chat. Women's chat. They'll pick up the phone and do this weird thing that is just guys don't understand.
That is true, actually. Yeah.
Find out, what are you up to at the moment? What do you mean? What am I up to at the moment? What are you doing right this precise moment in time? How's your day been? And then they proceed to go on about their day. And the conversation, it's just general, isn't it? Whereas guys, I call you, you call me, it's for a reason.
Yeah. You know, like if you say, oh, I'm going to give you, you're going to give me a ring, right? You can have a quick, like a minute chat. So if you're ringing me, right, so you're ringing me to find out something. The minute you find that out and you get your answer, you cut. Yeah, more or less. I'll catch up later.
Conversation's done, right?
Right, that's done. Yeah, right. Women ain't like that. Right. So when you like, if your missus says, oh, "I'm going to ring," or whoever, or, I'm going to ring so and so, I'm going to ring Sally or Sarah for, I just need to ask something. I'll be back in a minute. The minute she walks in that room to ring her, mate, she's there for an hour. Because they. They'll find something to talk about. And then that Sarah or Sally, she's got an issue that she wants her advice on. Then before you know it, she gives her advice. And, oh, now that you mention it, something happened to me the other day. What do you think about this? It's back and forth, mate. That is an hour chat. And in some ways, we love that because
it's switch off time. It's switch off time.
Exactly.
Hold on. Luca Quarter's got a question. When do you think football and pub night clubs open? I say Sec or Jan.
He means December, doesn't he?
December or Jan, yeah. Do you know what? I don't know. It's like every time we think we've got this. Do you know what? Like, is it going to drag on more than you think, Diesel? Like, seriously.
Mate, listen, right? Obviously, we didn't mention, we sort of touched over it.
It's a new reality.
I think there's more to it, mate.
What? Are we going into this conspiracy tip?
Yes.
All right, look. I'll put it out there. I think potentially it feels like I don't know about you, but it feels like a test run. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I get you. It feels like a test run. It just feels like I don't think
this was an accident. There's a lot of people saying it was man-made, and obviously it's a lot of it was to deflect away from certain issues at the moment.
Chadwick Muppet, the vibe's good. Thank you.
Chadders.
Chad. Big man like Chad.
I've got a mate called Chadwick. That's what we call him, Chadders. I hope he's well, man. But I don't. What you said earlier on about, was it Shaheen, wasn't it, about the chip in your right?
Yeah.
I've seen things. Yeah, I've seen things on YouTube because I'm one of them. If something interests me, Liv, I go into depth. I will go on YouTube. I'll Google the hell out of it. I will go and watch all these videos. Do you know what I mean? I try and gather as much as I can, and then I
100%. I'm the same.
I mean, that's what I do. It's the same with a film. I'm a massive TV addict. I'm a film buff, right?
The one thing about technology right now is it's giving you access to information if you want it.
Yeah,
If
it's
you know
there
what
if
you're
you want
looking
it.
for, on a plus side with technology, if it's there and you know what you're looking for, you can find it and you can educate yourself. 100%. So go on.
Exactly, yeah. And it's like if you watch a film, if it's a true story, right, and it properly, it engrosses me, right, then the minute that film finishes, I am on YouTube. I'm looking at, what really happened, because obviously there's only so much they can put in the film. It's the same with this, like, conspiracy theories and stuff like that. All that stuff interests me. Area 51, that place interests me. Obviously people who have worked there and obviously come out and said something, and then obviously a couple of weeks later they're found dead in their apartment. Natural causes, really? Was it convenient? It's all them.
Do you know what? This is why I want us to do a Conspiracy Corner podcast, because I think there's so many subjects. Like, there's not just one conspiracy, there's loads, but there's loads of different ones. But then at the same time, I've been studying it for like 20 years. There's loads of it also entwines, if you know what it's all about. So there's so many things we could talk about, and I 100% agree with you, mate. Something doesn't feel right to me about all of this, but then when you try to talk to people outside of maybe one or two, people label you as conspiracy theorist or whatever, and it's just like you just sometimes think to yourself, it's just no point talking about it with some people. Do you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, exactly.
Anyone that thinks that there's not a bigger picture to everything that's happening, in my opinion, is more deluded than myself, because there's more going on in the background than we always ever know. I mean, there's so many things throughout history. If you look at what's happened, knock-on effects of it all, and it's all historically in the future. Like, as you go on, things eventually reveal themselves, and over time, things that happened in the past now fact. Yeah, and you can look it up and you can see, and it's not conspiracy anymore; it's fact. So, mate, it's tough. I know there is a darker element to all of this, but I'd rather say right now, let's keep it light-hearted. And then, but I'm in the same boat as you. I think that there's more going on than we know.
Yeah, I think there is, mate. I think, listen, we don't want to sort of touch too much on this, because obviously we've covered the hell out of it, and obviously, I suppose this is the thing that people, that's all we hear about now. Every time I turn the telly on or the radio, it's about this pandemic. You can't get away from it, mate. You can't. I just personally think there is a lot more to it, and I just think there's the government, either the government know more than what they're letting on. I think there's more deaths than what have been reported. Yeah, I do, but they don't want to cause a massive panic. But the scientists are telling them stuff that they just can't air. Mate, that's my view.
There's things we're not privy to. I mean, look, Sean Conway says they have released something into the air. This just ain't from a bat 100%. Look, we don't want to I don't want to make people think anything outside of what they believe themselves. But there's been loads of stories going on with regards to governments for years. I mean, if you look at the airplanes in the skies, for example, with the white streams, you've seen them, right? People say, "Oh, it's just a jet or whatever," but it's not. There's some theories that are saying they're spraying something into our oxygen, into our air that we're breathing in, to keep us docile, to keep us this. There's so many different theories out there that we can discuss. But you do see those planes around. You do see them. Why are they submitting this white trail behind them and other planes aren't? So there's loads of different conspiracies we can cover.
Right? Did you see that thing in it? Because I'm sure. Who was it? Put it in the group. That film on Netflix.
Which one?
that was made. Was it 2 years ago? The Chinese, I think it was a Chinese film, wasn't it? And in the subtitles, they were talking about something called the coronavirus.
Oh, what, that show that
Do
I
you remember
showed?
that was
Right.
that you?
I received a video clip from a friend of mine from another WhatsApp group, and it was, go and have a look at it. I can even tell you what it's called, guys, actually, whilst you're on here. I might as well, because there's no point in me talking about it otherwise. So there's a show on Netflix, boys and girls. It is it's been aired in 2018. It was called My Secret Terrace. So if you go onto Netflix, you put in My Secret Terrace. That's TERRIUS. My Secret Terrace. It's, I believe, a Japanese show, a series. It was aired in 2018, and you will see in the clip that I've attached on my Twitter at Lavanja. If you want to go on there, that it's from episode 10, 53 minutes onwards. You will see that there is a clear plot based around the coronavirus mutating and restricting our lungs and our breathing capabilities, and it then has an effect on population and fatalities. And it's clearly in this plot from 2 years ago. Now, some might say, oh, well, we've known about coronavirus for years, but who would have thought about it in a plot that's very similar to today's story? And it's a biochemical terrorist attack.
Yeah.
So it's a strange one. Not saying it is real or it isn't. You decide on it. But if you've got Netflix, go on to My Secret Terrace, look up episode 10, go 53 minutes in, and then tell me what your thoughts are on what you see. Be really interested, if not on this show, on the next one.
Exactly. They actually call it do you know what I mean? They call it the exact name it's got right now.
It's mental.
You know what I mean? And it's. I watched it and I just thought, wow, this is. And you look at what's going on today. That film was made 2 years ago. Well, yeah, it was 2 years ago, wasn't it? Come on, Liv, man. There's more
I've had
to
people say to me, I've played in that clip, and you know what they said to me? Well, we've known about the coronavirus for years, that it exists. But my question is this: why pick the coronavirus to mutate out of all the viruses for this storyline and this plot? And it's known in the plot to attack your respiratory system. How is that just pure coincidence, or is that a knowledge that they already obtained and knew about, and maybe used in a plot? Granted, I'll give you that, but you cannot tell me that someone somewhere knew that a mutated version of the coronavirus wouldn't cause respiratory issues, because it says it in this plot 100%. No, am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're bang on. It just made me. I watched it and I just thought, from that bit you said, from 53 minutes in, and it was sinister. Do you know what I'm saying? It's exactly a carbon copy of what's going on today. Do you know what I'm saying?
Think about all the other dystopian novels.
I'm surprised that this film is not been mentioned on all social media platforms. I'm shocked that it's not bigger, because there is a direct link to that. There is a link. Do you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
that should be questioned.
Do you know what? There are examples of other shows that have predicted things, like The Simpsons, and various other types of animations and whatever. There are things that have been predicted in shows, and like, are we supposed to believe they're coincidence, or we were being subliminally sort of prepared for something that was coming? There's loads of different subjects we can go with. It's mad that we're going off, because this is the whole point of this show. We're 1 minute we're having a bit of banter about something, and then we're something getting serious.
I mean, look at Snedden's. Big up Snedden, by the way. That film, have you seen that? I don't think I've seen that.
It's you know what, a lot of people have told me, fair play to Snedden for bringing it up. A lot of people have told me that film, since all this Corona stuff's come out is a lot more relevant and it makes a lot more sense. So maybe it's worth watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Is that on
Yeah, let us know.
So I'll have a look. But yeah, these yeah, that's my take on it, mate. I just it's the unknown, isn't it? It's I just think it's a lot more serious than what people are making out.
Mate, listen, do you know what? Right now we just gotta live day by day and
yeah.
It goes. But going back to you then, what was you growing up? I'll tell you mine in a minute. I don't know if you want to hear it, but what was a major thing for you as a child, tradition-wise, when you were growing up, that meant a lot to you, that was centered around the man we now know as Diesel? So you know what, everyone has. Some people's birthday, for some people something else, depending on your cultures. What was the big defining moment for you as a kid that you remember the most?
Probably Christmas, mate. If I'm honest, every Christmas.
Yeah, why? Talk to me about your Christmas.
No, it's just to celebrate in a big way. I think Christmas is the one time of the year where obviously all the families will get together. You know, there's certain obviously family members that you don't really see too tough, you know, throughout the year. When it comes to Christmas, it was a sort of a non-negotiable thing. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, the Christmas will be held at that house and everyone will be there. No arguments. You know, so and it was numbers. And as a kid, you know, obviously the more family members that come, the more presents you're getting. Do you know what I'm saying? So
100%. You're thinking dollar now, right?
Yeah, exactly. So on Christmas morning, you're obviously got loads of presents, obviously from your parents, but you also know that obviously later on that day you're going to be getting more. Then you're going to be seeing certain family members or even close family friends on the Boxing Day.
What was the cash saying to you in your head? What were you focused on with this cash?
No, for when you're a kid, mate, it wasn't so much the cash. You wanted presents, didn't you? You wanted
a present.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, the bigger the box, the more excited you get. You know, if it's a big
bigger the better.
It's got to be the bollocks, isn't it? But
yeah, mate.
If it was a little box, you're thinking, well, yeah. Yeah, if it was a little box, you know what I mean? Thinking, seriously, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? So
nowadays, a little box could be great, but in those days, you needed something big.
Yeah, mate, nowadays, if it's a big box, you're thinking, where the fuck am I going to put that? I ain't got the room. Do you know what I mean? You know, or a bike.
Do you remember Meccano? The hell was Meccano?
Yeah.
Meccano was like, do you know what Meccano was? Meccano was like a Lego for the smart kid that was just too smart at school. Do you know what I mean? What the fuck is Meccano? Did you used to use Meccano?
No, Lego, man.
Lego. Meccano's next level. Meccano's boring, geeky kid, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Lego all the way.
All the way.
Lego all the way. I'll tell you something, though. My favourite game as a kid. You remember that game, Guess Who?
Oh, my God. I ended up being the bald guy with a beard. Do you know like, is he bald? Is he bald? Does he have a beard? So I had to, I mean, it's fucking bullshit. But like, I do like, Guess Who's great.
Isn't it? Guess Who's the quality. And that is it Mr. Slushy? No, Mr. Frosty, wasn't it?
Mr. Frosty.
Yeah.
You used to have the hairdressing salon with a Play-Doh as well in Mr. Frosty, didn't you? I'm sure you did, as a side thing. Little barbershop thing. It's Mr. Frosty's barbershop thing. Play-Doh hair thing after. The adverts used to come all together. So you used to have Mr. Frosty. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then there was the barbershop Play-Doh thing that come after. I don't know why.
Wow.
It did. Maybe it was
never interested in that.
Maybe it's for the ethics.
I just wanted a slush.
That's how the adverts came in order, bro. You used to have Mr. Frosty, then Play-Doh.
Yeah.
And the Play-Doh hair salon, where you push it down, the hair comes out. You must have seen that.
Oh, no. Yeah, going back.
Don't lie to me, Diesel. You're leaving me hanging here.
But you know what? What was I going to say to you?
Come on.
No, it was. I was going to. What's it called? Oh, yeah, that was it. Was you ever into? Because I got obviously from a young age, I really, really got into WWF. Right,
Do you know
wrestling.
what? I did for a little while. I went a bit mad for a little while, but I come off it quick. But at the time when I did, it was Undertaker, Ric
My
Flair.
favourite was Hulk Hogan, man. Hulk Hogan was my favourite.
Ric Flair, the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Warrior was up there.
What was that? Gold Dust. Bit camp, but Gold Dust. Do you know what I mean? Is it Gold Dust?
Gold
Anyone in the chat room? Gold Dust? I think it was. But you had Ultimate Warrior, you had Undertaker, you had Ric Flair, you had Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. You had Mr. Perfect.
Snake the Hitman. Snake the Hitman Jake. And you had
Snake.
Yeah. You had the Ultimate Warrior. No, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. He used to come out with a bird, didn't he? He always used to have a bird in his corner.
He was the Macho Man. That's why.
Dusty Rhodes.
Andre the Giant, low-key knows. Goldust was Cody Rhodes' brother. Yeah, that's it. I told you.
Oh, Andre the Giant. Yeah, man.
Andre the Giant. Yeah. Okay, come on. Someone hit me with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Macho Man Randy Savage. Yes.
Come on.
Legion of Doom. The Hart brothers.
Earthquake, Hart, was it Earthquake and Thunder? Was it Earthquake and Thunder? Natural disaster.
That's it, yeah. Earthquake and Typhoon, wasn't it? Was it Typhoon?
Something like that, yeah.
Legion of Doom. I used to love Legion of Doom.
Wasn't there some hillbilly one as well?
Yeah, the Bushwhackers.
The Bushwhackers, that is it. The Bushwhackers. That just sounds like a terrible name, doesn't it? The Bushwhackers.
Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Who calls themselves the Bushwhackers, bro? That is just.
Down the track, big up. Come on, man. I remember when they. What's that thing?
That is you, isn't it, Diesel? The Bushwhack.
Oh, mate. What was that event? That was it, Royal Rumble, right? When you had to obviously.
The Royal Rumble.
Remember, right?
Big time.
Bushwhackers, I'll never forget, right? If you can YouTube it, was funny, right? So he comes in like that, one of them. Comes in like that, he gets in the ring. The minute he gets in the ring, someone, can't remember who it was, grabs him, throws him at the other end. He falls to the floor, gets up, does that, and walks back to his changing room.
You think,
mate,
is that your shift? Is that your shift for the evening? Is that it?
Honestly.
No, honestly. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, do you remember? I'll tell you what else I liked. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Remember him?
The $1 Million Man, yes, I do. $1
Million Man.
All right, what about Razor Ramon? Do you remember
Razor Ramon?
Come on, with that 5 o'clock shadow.
The toothpick.
And the toothpick. Hey, hombre.
No,
hey.
I've got one. The model, Rick Martel.
Oh. Who come out to Sexy Boy? I'm a sexy boy, sexy boy. Who come out to that one? Because I'm a toy boy. Come on, who come out to that tune? You guys in the chat room know it. Come on.
Was that Mr. Perfect?
No, was that Mr. Perfect?
Yeah.
Sexy boy. Come on, man. Don't make me sound.
Or would it have been Rick Martel? Was that not Rick Martel?
I don't know.
It would have been.
See, that was my short period. Sean, there you go. He knows. Kyle, no.
Oh, Shawn Michaels.
Kid, yes. There you go. Bertrand.
Hang on.
Sexy boy. Yeah.
What was Shawn Michaels?
What's wrong with you? Yeah, Shawn Michaels.
Live. He was in a. What was the group Shawn Michaels was in? He was in him and
the Heart Foundation, wasn't he? No.
That
was the two Hearts, wasn't it?
That was Brett and Owen.
Yeah. Duh.
It will come to me.
Yeah, he used to come out to that tune though, just giving it large that he was a sexy boy, and everyone had to know about it. That was his jam. See, told ya. See, I had a love affair. that was a very fiery but short love affair with WWF. Well, it was WWE at the time. Well,
No,
not
it was
WWE
WWF
at the time. Yeah,
yeah.
WWF at the time. I had a short love affair with it. It died when I realised it was so fake.
Because he used to like freak me out, right? The Undertaker. His manager was Paul Bearer.
Yeah. Oh, the Undertaker.
Yeah, he used to hold the urn.
Yeah,
And his face, man. Like when you're a kid watching that at night and you're thinking,
yeah.
I was more scared of Paul Bearer, mate. He just looked like an absolute. He just looked like
pedo.
Yeah, but he was one of them like.
I want to touch you.
No, not even that. He just looked. I don't know. He just looked creepy, but
it was creepy. He was creepy. No denying it.
$1 Million Man Ted DiBiase used to have a sidekick called Virgil. Yeah, and Virgil one time went against him. And if you remember that, but that was really good. And then obviously I think Virgil started out on his own.
Look at these lads. They're coming out with some classics. Randy Savage, The Undertaker, and then Bertrand Soup. Is it
Heartbreak Kid?
Is it Bertrand Soup or Soupe?
I reckon it's Soup. Soup.
You're not even giving him no glamour. You just go in Soup. You're not even giving him any chance on the Soupe. It's just Soup.
Bertrand Soup.
Come on, man. It's Bertrand Soupe. If I was a Bertrand, I'll be called Soupe.
I told you, look, I'm right. Look, he said it's Soup.
He calls himself Bertrand Soup. In your words, people.
That's quite a cool name, though, to be fair.
No, it's Bertrand Soupe. Yeah? That's how we're going with this one. Bertrand, talk to us. Is it Soup or Soupe?
Brad Kick. Do you guys remember the guy who used to wear the purple clothes and a black jacket? He had a cool song. Purple clothes and a black jacket.
What?
Bracket. What did it look like?
Bracket, could you be a bit more specific? What show were you watching?
I'm more recent as you guys are ancient. I know, Julie. Come on, man. I don't watch it anymore. It was literally when I was a kid and I grew out of it.
Unknown Driller, you need to grow up, mate. Why are you still watching it? Fix up.
Val Venice. Never heard of that. Man's got a French accent. I'm Mauritian French.
It's not Soup, it's just Soup.
See? I told you.
Soup. It's your middle name Hines, by any chance? No?
So he used to wear glasses also. Oh, no. I only watch WWF, Brett Kick. I don't watch WWE. I still. Oh, no. I'll tell you another one I liked. Do you remember the.
Shh, don't spoil it for Unknown Driller. He thinks wrestling is not fake. Diesel. Do not tell him about Santa Claus either. Because Unknown Driller, we could ruin him. He could have to be on our show on Sunday. Mental health. Careful.
I used to think it was real, you know.
Shh. Because Unknown Driller still thinks it is.
Obviously, I've never got that.
But wrestling is not fake.
Guys in the chat, do you guys remember IRS, Owen Shyster?
Yes, the taxman. The taxman.
Yeah.
Yes. I hated him. I hate him now as much as I hated him then.
Yeah?
Yeah, taxman.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Right. Purple Jacket is not Dolph Ziggler. Bertrand Soup says wrestling is still real. God damn it. How about that, Diesel? These are your boys, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, if they're mate, listen, if they're real to you,
they're real to me.
Fair play. But you know what though, right? You do watch it and you think, I know it's Christ, that's got to hurt, man. Like, honestly, the way they slam like their back on it's got to I don't know.
Mate, come on. He is choreographed. Do you know what? I'll have to say, I do appreciate the physicality of it more. Since watching who was it that played the wrestler? It was Mickey Rourke, right?
Mickey Rourke, yeah, Mia.
Yeah. That film, I had a newfound appreciation for wrestling because obviously we know it's all fake, but at the same time, the physicality behind it to make it seem dramatic enough to watch. Obviously, it takes
I've not seen that. Is that good?
Have you not seen it?
No,
Anyone
I've not seen it.
The wrestler with Mickey Rourke, please drop your thoughts into the live chat, into live comments. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you haven't seen it, Diesel, watch it, mate. If you're into wrestling and you think the wrestling was a bit of a joke, I do understand from that perspective. It was set up, it was rigged, that kind of thing. But at the same time, there's a lot of physicality that goes into it to make it entertaining, which leads you to get injured, to all sorts. So it's worth watching, mate, for that reason alone.
No, I will do, mate. I'll have to give it a watch. So there's two things I got to watch now: Contagion, and then the other one.
Loki said it's a good film.
Loki. What's that? The wrestler. He is a good actor, though. That Mickey Rourke. He's a good actor. He's been around, didn't he?
Yes. He's been a bit. He is a controversial character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke. So
we'll do that. So I've got the wrestler and I've got Contagion. So they're two films I need to watch. I think it's on Netflix. Oh, brilliant. I'll have a look. You're relying on the other guy as well.
I don't watch WWE. Guys in the chat room, what are you watching at the moment during this lockdown period? Because I have been on sort of a crazy mission with regards to shows at the moment. I have watched, if you haven't seen Gomorrah and you're into sort of mafia type things and you can get beyond subtitles, you have to watch Gomorrah. It is absolutely amazing. For the classics, I've recently done Sopranos. I was a little bit late in the day on it. Sopranos, brilliant show. Brilliant show. Have you not seen it, Diesel?
No, I've only seen one of them.
Watch it. It is brilliant. I was a little bit disappointed at the ending, but hey, we're all different. Peaky Blinders. If you haven't seen it, start it. Now's as good a time as any. Trust me, Peaky Blinders is phenomenal. Vikings. If you haven't seen
that, Peaky Blinders.
You not? No? Why
no,
not?
It's not my. I tried to get into it.
You would have been into that, Diesel.
Couldn't get into it. I'll tell you what I was into.
What?
But yeah, Mad Max has mentioned it. Bulletproof. I've just finished watching that.
Top Boy.
Really enjoyed that.
Love Top Boy.
Top Boy. Listen, I've watched Top Boy 5 times.
Top Boy is phenomenal. If you haven't seen Top Boy, watch them. Watch them all. Quality. What else?
Top Boys.
If you're into your history, watch Vikings. Trust me on that. If you're into history, watch Vikings. Phenomenal. Boardwalk Empire. If you haven't seen that, brilliant series. Don't know if you know about that, Diesel.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me. I've got to watch that. The Stranger is really good.
I've watched it. I finished that the other day. Have you not seen?
I really enjoyed that.
Did you watch it?
That grips me straight away. What's that?
Oh, mate, he didn't think at any time that she was going to get out of it.
No,
you know who I mean.
Yeah, mate, the twist is brilliant.
I don't want to reveal too much for those who haven't seen The Stranger, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, have you seen Aaron Hernandez? Is it Aaron Hernandez? The American footballer?
No.
You haven't seen it?
No, I ain't seen that.
Mate, on Netflix. Have you watched Making a Murderer?
No, do you know I'm mostly into horrors, man. Horrors and comedies and.
Okay, watch Aaron Hernandez.
Really.
Go on to Netflix and watch Aaron Hernandez. He's an American footballer, superstar, 23 years of age, signs a £50 million contract, but for whatever reason cannot stay out of murdering people, 2 or 3 people at a time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll check that out. Yes, something like that
signed
sounds.
himself a $50 million contract, but gets mixed up in shit that means he has to murder people. Mental.
Hey, listen, you know what we need to do as well, and this is probably Unknown Driller's going to love this. Yeah, we need to do a podcast purely on Top Boy because I could talk about that all day. I love Top Boy. I love it.
There's people in our chat saying it. Fidder saying watch Making a Murderer. Ricardo saying Aaron Hernandez doc is lit. 100% it is lit.
Oh, is it a documentary?
Yes, mate, on Netflix.
Oh, okay. What's the film?
Ricardo Fernandez, phenomenal. He's saying, nah, watch it. Ricardo saying, don't care what anybody says, he was a closet gay. I don't know. It's a bit one of them ones.
Right.
Unknown Driller. It is a true story. Watch it, mate.
Unknown Driller and Mad Max, you two especially. If we do a podcast on Top Boy, will you watch it? Answer them right now in the chat.
Now.
Come on.
Any subject you want us to cover, let us know. 100% you boys.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Jason, man. Yeah.
Top Boy is a great show.
That man had no luck. Yeah. No, we've got to do that. We've got to do Top Boy, man. I could talk about that all day.
Top Boy is a great show. I'm not. You know what? I got into that late in the day, and I have to say I do love it.
You seen the first one? You seen Summer House?
I've seen them both. I actually watched the second one first by accident. So then watched Summer House.
Oh, did you?
Second, but then it was quite cool because it was like watching a Tarantino film because you watch the end, but then you watch the beginning next.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool. Once Upon a Time in America is a great film, Claude. 2 seconds, yeah? I'll be back in a sec. Hold tight.
Yeah, got mate. Ashley Waters and Kano are sick actors.
What's going on, Diesel? What's going on?
Yeah, just about to wrap up now, mate.
So, Once Upon a Time in America, my favourite film has always been the, what do you call it? Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, Claude, that's a classic. Absolute classic.
Brilliant film. Fucking brilliant. Brilliant fucking film. Once Upon a Time in America is good. And Casino. Casino's a good film.
Oh, Casino's up there, mate. What's that? Once Upon a Time in America? I don't think I've seen that.
It's about when the prohibition. What do you call it?
Who's in it?
De Niro, isn't it? Robert De Niro, I think it's in.
Oh, yeah. That was a
long film. It's a bloody good.
It's a gangster in it called Noodles. Noodles.
Even the other one. What's it? Who's the other film that was good? I like.
No, you're right. Robert De Niro's in it. James Woods, Jennifer, Joe Pesci's in it. I'll have to watch that.
Joe Pesci, yeah.
I haven't seen that.
What's that film where the pram goes down the stairs?
What? Sorry.
There's a film where the pram starts at the top of the stairs and it goes all the way down the stairs.
Rosemary's Baby.
Hey?
Rosemary's Baby.
It's a film. I can't think of the name of the film. The pram goes from the top of the stairs to the bottom. It goes down. I can't think of the film, but.
Oh, I don't know.
Who's talking about Rosemary's Baby?
What's the one where Sean Connery was in the gangster film? Sean Connery was in.
The gangster film? Are you talking about The Untouchables? With Kevin Costner and Sean Connery?
There was one with Sean Connery enough. Is it right? Was it that one? Sean Connery.
Yeah, there was one called The Untouchables that had Sean Connery and Kevin Costner. That's the only one I know, gangster-wise. Irishman was good, just too long. Mad Max. Yeah, I've not watched that yet.
Name another film apart from The Godfather, which is mafia related.
Goodfellas.
That's it. Goodfellas. That's it. That's the one I was thinking of. Goodfellas. That's another one. That's a good one.
There's a good
You
film.
was way off with Sean Connery, Claude.
Where the
You was way off with Sean Connery.
Not Sean Connery. No,
Terry Wogan was in it.
not Sean Connery. Sean Connery's another film I'm thinking about. No, that's another film I'm thinking about.
What's Tiger King?
Yeah.
Adlad, what's Tiger King? Talk to us. And Sleepers. I'm a Gooner Terry. Sleepers.
Sleepers, great film.
Reservoir Dogs is
Film.
decent, not gonna lie.
So is Ghostbusters, man. I love that.
Well, the original.
Yeah, first one's the best one. I did like the second
Long
one.
Good Friday's good.
Then he
What,
does
with
Flowers
Bob
to the Best.
Hoskins?
Yeah.
Decent.
Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction's good. Snatch, great film. Catch Me If You Can.
Well, what film is there? Do you know? Here's a question for you guys. A film that, if it was to come on TV, you can't turn it off. You every time it comes on, you get stuck on it, and you get drawn into watching it. What would it be?
So I'd love to tell you mine, but I'm afraid that I might get mugged off in the chat.
Go on, just tell us. What is it? You're skipping through the channels, and this movie comes up, and you just cannot come off it. What is it?
I know what Diesel's thinking about. Debbie Does Dallas.
Claude, how do you do it? It's like one mind.
Mad Max 2. Loki saying Mad Max. Oh, The Champ. That's a great film. The Champ. Mad Max 2. I'm a Gooner. The Champ. Terry, mate. The Champ's a great film. Don't die, Champ. Yeah. Mission Impossible. Green Mile. What's yours, Diesel?
What's the film with Bronson in it that was about the vigilante? What was that one?
Death Wish. Great film.
Death Wish. Yeah.
Death Wish. Really good film. That really good films.
Is that the one you can't turn off?
No. The film that is on telly. If it's on telly, I have to watch it. Is, and I'm not afraid to say it, The Holiday. I love a rom-com. I'm not going to lie, I do. I love. Mate, yeah.
There's two.
No, mate.
There's two. I cannot.
Cameron Diaz.
There's two. I cannot.
Oh, The Holiday. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The American bird and the English bird change over.
Yeah, they house swap. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's brilliant. I love that. Oh, I love that.
No, God,
No,
you got
I love Cameron Diaz,
man.
Both those birds in there. Oh man, they're both of them. They're beautiful. Love them.
Exactly.
No,
How can a man choose?
I know what he's saying, man. I would want that. Exactly. That's the same thing. I watched that.
Shut up.
See, thanks, Claude.
I could watch that all night long again, mate. It's brilliant.
Like Lionel
really
Richie.
is one mind.
You can watch it like Lionel Richie. Okay. There's
Great film.
two.
Endless Love. That was good. Endless Love.
Two for me. I can't turn over. Braveheart and Gladiator. If any of those two are on, oh no, three and Troy. I can't turn it over.
Never seen him.
Never seen any of them. Braveheart.
No, but stop my.
No,
it's
sorry.
not
I fall asleep.
Stop my top things.
Like that.
Yes.
I was coming back from Sunderland after a boring 0-0 draw, and they put that on, that Braveheart.
Are you kidding me? So hold on a minute.
You're completely destroying me now. I watched an hour of that.
I'm in a weird world.
It was
So
boring.
Three dudes in the chat room, and two of them are telling me they're on holiday. Are you looking at this? Is anyone with me on this? Because this is some real shit I'm in right now. So hold on. There's three guys in a room, and two of them are telling one. Two of them are telling one that he's deluded for liking Gladiator and Braveheart because they both like the holiday.
If I was married to Cameron Diaz, I would never get divorced, mate.
Thank you. And listen,
He's
Liv,
lovely.
to answer your question, read that comment from Ricardo Fernandez, and that will tell you all you need to know.
There's no Ricardo Fernandez here.
There is.
Mad Max says Braveheart is a classic, but then immediately after, Adler said Braveheart is wank, which I don't know if is a technical term for a movie. Braveheart is a wavy. Are you mad? Wavy, mate. Are you boys loving The Holiday? I was. Ricardo Fernandez to come back to me and tell me he likes The Holiday. Come back to me.
Wavy means it's good.
Can you get Holiday on
Ricardo
YouTube?
Fernandez is what?
Can you get it on YouTube? Holiday. I'm not going to watch that tonight, actually, again.
Troy was good.
Claude, I'll come round and watch it with you.
I'm watching that, man, all day long, man. I could watch that and watch it again. I'm telling you.
Adler needs to have a word with himself. Braveheart is wank.
Oh, it's shit. It's boring, man.
It's not, boys. It's not.
Anyone, listen. Anyone who says it's wavy means it's good. Wavy means it's good, right?
Why is he?
But listen, Ricardo Fernandez has put this comment: "The Holiday is lit." F what people say, and he's right. It's a great film. Great film.
He's a man. He's a man of the future, the here and now, isn't he?
Claude, it's not. You got to. It's not. But they got the little. They got all the scenes on it. So. But yeah. Oh, The Holiday, mate. P.S. I love you. Another one.
You have to pay a lot of money for that.
Low-key.
Netflix. Do you have to pay a lot of money for that? Or
no, not really. No.
It's $5.99 a month. I think it is.
Wait, Loki. Braveheart was a sheep thief who was hung, drawn, and quartered. No, that's not what it was, Loki. It's a bit more to it than that. Hold on. Claude's opinion on Mike LTT potential signing for Arsenal under 18.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Oh, Terry, Stir Crazy. Great film.
Yeah, Stir Crazy, great film.
Stir Crazy.
What about Blazing Saddles?
Oh, God. Stir Crazy. Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. It was in real life.
What was in real life? Yeah, that is a good film. See no evil, hear no evil.
Yeah, great film. I tell you, those two, what a duo they were.
See, Brad Kick knows about Troy. What do you think about Achilles versus Victor? It's Hector, not Victor, Brad Kick.
I'll tell you what was good.
I gave you too much credibility there. It's Hector.
You know what was good? The film version of the only Fools and Horses film version when they went to America.
Oh.
And they mistaken him for the mafia boss.
Miami Twice. I thought that was crap.
Did you like it?
No, I didn't like that at all. I didn't think it was funny at all. To be honest, Claude, I think towards the end, Fools and Horses, it started to, I don't know, it dropped a little bit for me.
Oh, yeah.
Shame,
I'm surprised. I thought that would be your title.
You must him now. Did
you like 40 Towers?
I like 40 Towers. Some of it.
It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. A bit before my time, but.
Seamus, hold on a minute. Shawshank Redemption, always a good watch. Seamus is going on like Shawshank Redemption is some light-hearted viewing. It's not. You need to be in the right frame of mind for that.
That's Claude's favourite film.
Yeah, but like you need to be in the right frame of mind for it.
That and Holiday.
Come on, Claude.
You just sided with Diesel.
No, I'm telling you, he took the words out of my mouth. When he said Holiday, I remembered it. Cameron Diaz.
No, come on.
And it's the bird of Titanic, isn't it? What's the name?
Something about Mary's better than The Holiday.
The bird from Titanic.
Yeah, it is.
Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
Meet the Fockers is better than fucking The Holiday.
Absolutely. I like Kate Winslet. I think Kate Winslet.
Jack Black. Jack Black, Jude Law, Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet.
All right, Diesel. Here's some phone shop trivia for you. No man likes Jude Law. What about that?
Yeah. That was Dwayne and Ashley, wasn't
Do you like the talented Mr. Ripley with Jude Law in it?
Do you like Drew Barrymore?
On the date. Oh yeah, Drew Barrymore. Yeah. She's another one. She's gone off the radar now, isn't she? You don't really hear about her.
Mate, she was E.T. Drew Barrymore.
She was in some big films, mate.
She was in E.T. as a little kid.
She was in Never Been Kissed. It's another good film.
Well, how can you compare Never Been Kissed to E.T., bro? What? Where am I right now? I'm getting The Holiday thrown at me, and now it's some other film over E.T.
Is that the one that's different? Is that film the what they named it differently in America to in England?
What?
What's that?
She's in a film. I saw her in a film. She was talking about a film the other day, which is named differently in America than it is in England.
I don't know. What, Drew Barrymore?
Maybe that's the one you're talking about. Is that the one where she's with that guy at the dinner table? And what's his name?
Was it? Who are you talking about? What, Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, who's the actor?
Michael Barrymore.
No. Be sensible now.
It's Friday night. I don't have to be sensible. Well, it's not even that. It's Saturday morning.
Oh, boys, Mad Max just put, did you like
take swimming lessons with Michael Barrymore?
I love Steptoe Son.
Would you take swimming lessons with Michael Barrymore?
I'll let Diesel go first.
Not anymore, I wouldn't, no. Once was enough. He can't say all the shit.
There we go. Some more questions. Back to the Future. Bertrand Soup.
I think we've gone on a bit too long here, boys.
Yeah, come on. Yeah,
people have got out of bed, mate.
All right.
Thank you, everyone, for joining the chat tonight. Sorry I came in and... Anyway, listen. Thanks to whoever came tonight. It was late. It came out late, the show, so not many. But for all you people that did turn up, thank you very much. And two wonderful hosts tonight. Diesel and Avenger. Thank you so much for hosting the show.
Diesel, I could have spoken for ages. I don't know about you, mate.
I know.
We with some more stuff.
Tell everyone what's about on Sunday.
Sunday's a little bit more serious in a sense of we obviously focusing on people that might be stuck indoors or struggling with mental health matters, whether you're depressed or stressed or whatever it is. We'll be covering that on Sunday, sorry, at 7:00. We'll have someone from an organisation called Happy as Larry, who will be on the show, Alex De Silva, our mental health coach. And if you need any help or want to ask any questions or want to discuss anything you might be going through right now, we want to encourage people to converse with us and discuss these sort of things. So if you're available Sunday, 7 p.m., please join us. I'm sure some of these guys will be on the show as well to share their views too.
Good, well done. And there's a lot more to come as well here. And I'm really looking forward to the partnership I've got with these boys and with Terry and Shaheen. It's going to be really good. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy.
Cheers, guys.
See you soon.
Right, all the best.
Well done, boys. Well done.
Diesel, we went on for ages.
For nearly 2 hours. I had to come in because I'm the only one that can control this.
We're still live.